Are you ready?
Hey peeps, we told you we were talking about what the Detroit Lions need to do to have a shot at beating Kansas City this week. Thankfully, it is in Detroit, so there's already a plus for the Lions. However, pretty much everything else is going to go Kansas City's way. Kansas City does not have the best defense, so you are going to be able to put up some points against Kansas City. However, if Darius Slay, Mike Daniels cannot play this game, slowing down Kansas City is going to be very tough. Your best defensive strategy is going to be your offense. You're going to have to emulate the plan you did last season to beat New England. You're going to have these long offensive drives that take 6 to 9 minutes. Your best defensive strategy is to keep Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid's exciting offense on the sideline. It's not like their defense is a lockdown defense. It's probably one of their weakest assets of their team. You're going to have to milk the clock. I'm not saying just hand the ball off 25,000 times and that's going to get it done. No, it's not. Because even in a short amount of time, say you give Pat Mahomes the ball with 4 minutes in the second half. Their 4-minute offense, their 2-minute offense is crazy. I mean, Pat Mahomes is looking to score the ball every time he gets it. Very rarely do they not. They're one of the best scoring teams in the league. Pat Mahomes almost got 1,200 yards already in 3 games. That is pretty impressive. So that is going to be the main thing, man. Is Andy Reid's a great coach. Probably besides Bill Belichick, he's probably one of the best coaches in the league. I'd probably put him number 2. This guy is an offensive genius, and I think if it's not for Bill Belichick, he might have a few Super Bowls underneath his belt. So, that being said, our coach, Matt Patricia, was under Bill Belichick. I mean, that seems to be the whole scheme that everyone talks about. Bill Belichick has a great record against Andy Reid. Find out what he did to beat him all those years. You were there. You beat him a few times. I'm sure Matt Patricia's going to come out here with a game plan and have his guys ready to go to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. Because I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Okay, the Lions have not lost yet. Neither have the Chiefs. But you played pretty solid games against the Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles, who were playoff contenders. Very well could be in a wild card situation. Chargers for the AFC, Philly for the NFC. I don't think either one's going to win their division. However, the thing that makes this game different is the Chiefs are not playoff contenders. They are Super Bowl contenders. This is a whole nother tier of where the Lions are trying to get to. Because the Lions right now are playoff contenders. We're not Super Bowl contenders, though. I'm not looking for a win here. I don't think the Lions can pull this one off. I love to see it. I will be extremely thrilled if they do. If they do, there's going to be a lot of national media talking about this team that went out there and beat them. But what I am looking for, realistically, is to go out there and be competitive. Do not make it easy for the Kansas City Chiefs to walk into Detroit and win. Your goal for this game, should be a victory. That should be your goal for all 16 games. But you need to establish that Ford Field is not just a place any team can walk into and win. And I think that's one of the things that Matt Patricia is trying to change in this team, is to have this identity where you're not coming in here and beating us. We are not the same old Lions. This game is not going to be pretty one way or the other. It's going to probably be a tough fought game, and probably the Lions can stick with them for the first half. I think it'll be pretty close around there. Second half, when Andy Reid can make his adjustments, see what the Lions are doing to him, that's when the Lions' real challenge is going to happen. Because I think through the first half, it should be a pretty close game. I think the Lions can blitz a little bit, maybe throw Mahomes off a little bit, but once Andy Reid can see what the Lions are doing and adjust to it, that's when we're going to be in a hurt. So that's what you have to look for. Offensively, you got matchups across the board that you can utilize. I just seen a thing before I uploaded this that the Lions are the only team in NFL history with 4 different receivers with 100 yards and a reception this early into the season. So we have a legit option every time we go out there that you can't just double team somebody because Stafford's spreading the ball out. Every week someone's had a better game than the last week. You know, the first week it was Amendola and Hawkinson. The next week it was Galladay. The previous week against the Eagles it was Marvin Jones. So Stafford's doing a good job of moving the ball around and not just looking at one receiver. He's still trying to get Hawkinson involved, but teams are doubling him. This would be a good week for the Lions to establish the run. You know, they haven't really done that yet. However, it can go one of two ways. Either it works, or it's going to be too far gone of the lead, and you're going to have a shootout with Pat Mahomes. And that is the last thing that this team wants. I'm not saying Stafford can't gunsling with the best of them, because he is a great gunslinger, but Pat Mahomes is going to shred us if that's what it turns into, and it won't be close. So that's why your best offense is to milk the clock, keep the Chiefs' offense on the sideline, and hope for the best. And I have seen it done before, so I'm not saying it's impossible for the Lions to win this game. I know there's a lot of us out there who are predicting the Lions to win. If the Lions can go out here and win this game, I'm going to say that they're locked to win the NFC North. If they don't, I'm not going to hop off because, you know, it's still possible. I'm not saying that this team's going to make or break the team's chances, but if they go out there and win this game, they'll win the NFC North. You guys can save that for later, however you want to do it. But let me know what you guys think the Lions need to do to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. It should be a fun, interesting game. I know a lot of people outside of Detroit are going to watch it. Kansas City is going to watch it. And probably a lot of NFL fans are going to watch it. So it should be probably one of the highest viewed games. Should be a fun one. But leave it down in the comments. Who do you think is going to win? What do the Lions need to do? What do the Lions need to stop? Instagram, Twitter, in the description. Also, all DSA members in the description as well. Stay tuned for Sunday. Sunday, we got the pregame show on Luke G's channel. Micro Mike's going live during the game. And then we'll be right here afterwards talking about whatever happened. So I'll see you guys then.